Hey guys, Romie here. So please like, comment, subscribe. Look, this reunion pissed me off so much that I decided, why would I go spend my time putting up my lights, putting up, setting up my GoPro just to go and talk about this foolishness for like 20 minutes. So this is what I'm probably going to start to do for just videos where I'm like, meh. Anyway. This is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Reunion Part 2. It was a mess. Don't get me wrong. It was an absolute mess. I'm just saying that I didn't feel like wanting to go and, getting dressed up in a costume to go and let you know how I felt. So, it started off with Zell the monster going in. He went and attacked Ray because we know he doesn't like Ray. Ray doesn't like him. We all get that. We all get that. But the cast was like, oh, why don't you think it's good to make up? And I'm thinking, why would I make up with someone who I don't like? Why would I go and make up with someone who's constantly said stuff about me all season, even if I didn't really say stuff about them? Why? It just didn't make sense. And that's why I was looking at Zell like, this is some fake mess. So when Zell went over there and essentially scratched him up, because never got Ray's face, he just got his hands, which, again, thanks to social media and the internet, we already knew and saw all of that. But my whole thing is, I thought it was cool how the cast came to his defense, Ray's defense, because the way how Zell did it was in a punk way. My whole thing is, if you're a fighter, if you scrap, okay. But you doing that whole, and then it's like, oh, yeah, and I told you. I said, what type of, that's what punks do. And he clearly wasn't thinking. He's already admitted that he's a type where, essentially, each action that he does, it's like every moment of time, it changes his opinions, his thoughts, his views, what comes out of his mouth. So, that's why I was looking at him like, are you serious? Are you really? Really? That's not how I like to operate, how I like to do things. Mind you, so now Ray's like freaking out. He doesn't want anyone to touch him because it's like he feels like he was set up. Like the cast was there to set him up. Alexis is, ah! So Zell gets escorted. He gets left, leaves, and Ray comes back on. And Ray's just like, it was weird because I'm not friends with this dude. So the fact that you guys wanted me to go and hee-hee-ha-ha with him, even though this wasn't a hee-hee-ha-ha moment, it made no sense. Mind you, I forgot that Fizz was over there. I forgot that Fizz was there. They, confronted Alexis about the fact that you actually laughed. You actually laughed at what was going on. Masika was just like, yeah, exactly the type of person that she is. I'm thinking, God, I don't care. Moniece only wanted to see them get along because Moniece acknowledged that she had a problem with almost everyone on the cast, which is sad, but she's still able to be in the same room with them. For the most part, that's true. Again, this is one of the rare times where we have to go and agree with Masika. So now Masika's saying how Zell's the type of dude where he's the type that'll go and sell his own mother for, a bag, a place to live. We have to remember that Tierra Marie, she's actually, Zell's her cousin, real life cousin. She was like, I was disgusted by his actions because that was a punk move. And that's just the mentality. It was just a punk move. If you wanted to go scrap, then no one's saying not to scrap. We're just saying, why you do it like that? Like that. A1 gets commended for going and helping out, or showing Ray some love and just being like, we got your back. And then we see this side comment of Masika going at, going at Nikki. Why? You can't even tell me why. They calling each other hoes. They calling each other trash. Masika's on the floor. Nikki's on the couch imitating the same thing. Like, okay, this is how you have a baby. Okay, I guess this is how you have a baby. It's, oh, I made you relevant. Oh, I made you relevant. Nikki's like, I've been here since day one. I'm the reason why you hot on the block. Don't ever forget it. I'm thinking, well, you've been here since the beginning. Let's not pretend like that's not the truth. Masika utilized her time very well. Oh, actually, no, she didn't. Let me stop lying. But It was weird. I almost forgot that they have issues, and that's why I just felt like it came out of nowhere. So then the next thing is with Brooke. Jesus, let me take a breath. I'm usually up and moving around, so this is just throwing me off a little bit. So then we have Brooke. Brooke with her... Not... Marcus isn't her boyfriend. They were making a joke about, oh, well, if you have the ring, here's the time to go and show it. Marcus doesn't have the ring. Keisha's there with Booby. And Brooke's just trying to make it very clear that she didn't go and sleep with Marcus. The first time that she actually ever kissed, Booby was when they were all there and they were taping and they were together. Everyone's looking at her like, use a lie. She's like, first off, let's get, again, another first off. First off, she is a born-again virgin. A born-again virgin, meaning that she, I tell you, will not have sex until she's married. So shout out to Brooke. Shout out to Brooke. But we're all just looking at her like, so you're talking about panties? Okay, so you a tease. Got it. That was cute. That's fine. That's fine. That's your own prerogative. So no issues here. I almost forgot Prince. I completely forgot Princess was sitting right next to... Dang. Why were they even there? To fulfill a contract. I already answered my own question. Keisha was just like, look, I actually like Brooke. I've only heard nice things about her. I'd rather, if Booby's going to go and mess with someone like her, I'd rather it be her, someone who I at least kind of know, someone who seems credible, someone that is a kid versus some rando. Booby's trying to go make it known that, look, he is single. Brooke right now is single-esque. Marcus is still hurt because that kiss looked serious. Keisha was like, yeah, that kiss looked serious. It looked passionate. It didn't look like someone who is just friends with someone else. That looked like it was more. It looked like there was potential there. It looked like it was something. I'm thinking, Keisha, look, a little lady right now. A1 again. Since A1's friends with all of them, it's just a lot of silly back and forth because now we have Bridget. Bridget's on there and Bridget didn't utilize her time correctly because James is there cracking jokes like, oh, so you talking about you're so good, right? You're so good. It is? You sure? It's like, and that's the thing. Bridget didn't utilize her time well. She talked about how her puss so good. She talked about how, regardless of how many men that she cheated on her boyfriend James, her ex-boyfriend James with, it's not a problem. It's all good. Because at the end of the day, she did what she did. She didn't sleep with Booby. Booby also said they didn't sleep together. They did kiss. Again, it's another passionate kiss. There's a lot of kissing going around. So Keisha was over it. Keisha said, you know what? This is actually entertaining. I'm going to go. I want to see the mess. I'm not a part of this mess. This wasn't part of my steez. Safari Shy's Drew is shocked. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's a mess. It is a mess and a half. Again, I thought it was really interesting how James was cracking jokes. James was cracking jokes at Bridget and Booby's expense. And then both of them, they got really emotional. They're like, huh, what you said wasn't funny. And then James just backed off like, okay, it was. I'm thinking, you better be glad I wasn't James. I almost said, you opened your legs. You've been kissing everyone on this show in this season. I can say whatever I want to say. You are a problem? I'm right here. Okay. That's why I can't go on reality TV. Because I'll be the really nice friend until someone really pisses me off and I'll just hurt everyone's feelings. Everyone in the vicinity can get it. I don't care. Whew, breathe a little bit. Okay. Who am I kidding? I would play a Safari. I'd just be cracking jokes, eating all the time, side-eyeing everyone. But here's the synopsis of that. Marcus has decided that he's not sure how he feels about Brooke. We know Brooke and Marcus aren't together in present day. Keisha's just happy that she's got a fresh start. Booby is just happy that he's single. He made it very clear. It's like, he's single. Why is anyone getting mad at me? Period. He is single. He can do whatever he wants. He is single. He can do whatever he wants. And he's right. He's absolutely right. Next up, we have Tierra Marie with Ray J there. Even though I'm not sure why Ray J was there. AD was, again, it just didn't make sense. AD was there, as well as, I guess, Tierra was too upset with Moniece. So Moniece was sitting on the couch not across, but not on the main stage. Nikki Baby was next to her. So we see the fact that Tierra was upset that she just felt like Moniece was doing a lot of stuff in secret. Moniece acknowledged the fact that, yes, she went and met up with Cisco, but Cisco was there. But Cisco was brought there really because of Nia. Nia wasn't really on the show that much, so that's why she's not there on the couch. And Nia didn't want the drama, so that's also why she didn't show up. But Cisco was saying how, oh God, it just got out of control. Because then Moniece was saying how Cisco's trash, he's garbage, he got fired from the New York one. That's why he came to Hollywood to try and go and hit up, Tierra Marie, because he doesn't have a platform. He was just trying to use it for a moment. He's a stunner. And my whole thing is, okay, I expect nothing else from Moniece as far as her saying all that. But then Cisco got really mad because Moniece was huffing and puffing, which she normally does. And that's when you just look at her and like simmer down. I mean, if Fizz can just be calm and he has to deal with her on a daily basis because of their son, when she's in those type of modes, then imagine Cisco literally got up. He got up. And Moniece was saying the truth. Because she was also like, so you're cheating on the old girl and you're trying to go and be upset with me? He goes and gets a pillow. And, gets ready to swing? Gets ready to swing in it? I know it's a pillow. But the whole purpose is he knows he can't go and do anything further. So in his way of still making himself feel better, he gets a pillow to possibly, maybe not swing on her with the pillow. And it's just the tendencies. And so everyone's looking at him like, are you serious right now? You're really doing that right now. On national television, you stand up, you're telling her, shut the bleep up, B. Shut up and stay in your place. Don't talk. Don't get up. I'm thinking, if this ain't abuse 101 tendencies, I don't know what. Just because he don't hit you doesn't mean that there is an abuse. Let's make that very clear. So then Cisco was mad because Cisco's emotional. We know it. So he tried to go after Nikki Baby. I said, he gotta go. He gotta go. Because next thing we know, this man going up with his and Nikki Baby said, excuse me. Because he was trying to make it sound like, oh, weren't you in my hotel room? Oh, weren't you following me all around the country? Oh, she said, oh, yeah, I was there, but yeah, we weren't sleeping together. So then Tierra said, yeah, I was upset with you because you didn't tell me that you and Nikki Baby knew each other. You made it seem like, oh, you're just playing it off like you didn't really know her like that. And I feel like that's just some shady stuff 101. If you're supposed to be my friend, why you act like you don't know my friend? Even though you two are cool. I had to hear from her. Like, what's really good? So then he said, yeah, well, it's not like we actually did anything. Oh, so that's when the truth comes out? Confirming that Nikki Baby was trying to say we didn't sleep together even though you were trying to insinuate it, because then thankfully you apologize at least and say, it was dead ass wrong for me to go and put you through all that. I'm sorry. I really am. I said, okay, that's great. But Sierra finally acknowledged that she was upset how they did because the whole rehab thing, because Cisco's like, oh, I didn't think you need rehab. I was like, yeah, I did. It's like, why didn't you tell me? Hello, I was going through something, so how would I really know if I was in denial myself? And more importantly, these people, my friends, I was only upset with them because I thought it was weird that my family wasn't there. My friends were the one doing it, so I felt like, was this for TV? Was this for a stunt? It definitely helped me out, and I feel great. She's working on music. Her new single's called Uber. Is coming out in November. And then in January, her new album. I said, okay, product placement. Apparently, there was even an issue between Tierra Marie and Masika. And Masika said, I thought it was weird how you came out of rehab and you wanted to, since I carry all the bones, I told you what was up. And you had Zell, your cousin, on the line listening to our conversation for 30 minutes as I was talking about everyone. And then he was like, oh, shut up, Bumby. And I just felt betrayed. So then, I went on social media. I was being petty. I lied and said that, I thought I saw you relapse and drinking something. And she was like, I was wrong for that. And he said, I was wrong for that too. I don't know why I did that. That was petty. So I said, okay, shout out to some growth. But the cast does not like each other. Because I think Nikki Baby said that early in the episode. She was like, you have a combination of all these people who don't even like each other. Period. Don't like each other. And yet we're supposed to act like we're cool, chummy. So we get to the fun. Chanel West Coast, this is her defending herself. Her defending herself, saying, oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be shady towards you, A1. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were shady. Regardless if you were trying to be or not, you were. So that's all that actually matters. A1 was just like, at the end of the day, I don't really care, blah, blah, blah. Safari was a little surprised about how successful New Bay was, which was, I guess, technically Chanel West Coast single. I definitely heard that song multiple times, so she did something with that. So I shout out to her for that. Now, because Safari didn't have much else going on this season, I'm just trying to think right now. So A1 and Lyrica, their issues were that you can't work with this producer. I mean, you can't work with females. You can't work with men. The reason why, so it was mutual. A1 felt like because he kind of did a little bit of everything, why should his wife have to go to another man to go and work with? I said, okay. Because you want the project to be as bomb as possible, but alright. Lyrica felt like, why is he need to work with other women right now? And I get that part, because if he's supposed to be focusing on you guys are on tour, and doing all that stuff. I said, tour? Okay. Because that's where you get the money. So shout out to them. Keep it all in the family. That's all that really matters. There was this weird moment where it almost seemed like Ray J was offended. I'm trying to think, why was he offended? Because I think it was trying to insinuate who... Oh, because Lyrica was saying that these women were trying to slide into A1's DMs and instead of, acting appropriately. So that was the other part. And I'm thinking, well, if that's the case, then... Oh, and what's the last thing? Keisha Cole performs Incapable. That, you can't tell me that song wasn't about Booby. You can't! Everyone was looking at him as she sang. So she was in this red get-up. It was supposed to be like this classy jazz bandish type of vibe and scene. Definitely giving me 60s, 50s, no, into early 60s. And A1 was side-eyeing Booby for dear life, because you could tell it was like, yeah, you were incapable, couldn't run you for nothing, I was looking for you for something. At some point, Booby realized what the lyrics were, and that's when he wasn't even looking at Keisha anymore. He was doing this. Like, oh, Jesus. Oh, reality side. Oh, can this song just end now? Can this song please just end now? Because it's too much. And then she did a little dance break. So I said, okay, shout out to Keisha. I kind of wish that you were able to finish the song sooner so that you could have played it out sooner, so you could have promoted it better. But hey, it is. At this point, we have Safari. So it's time for Safari to go. It was oh so nice. Oh, so nice to have him. I mean, great furs, beautiful furs. And at the end of the day, he was really entertaining, but he's not going anywhere. He's going to New York, so he's just coming to our side. Well, I should say my side of the, my side of the what? The country? Yeah. So he's back in New York. His antics will definitely fit in. he started crying because he was like, I appreciate you guys. And he couldn't get the words out. And of course, Nikki Baby went there to hold him and hug him. But the thing is, people have to realize that Safari being on the show, it helped reset and kind of give him his own name, because all we knew him as was the guy that was with Nicki Minaj, the guy that wore the eccentric clothing and that was with Nicki Minaj in the background. And then he got to go and, you know, express himself, be on this big platform. So, and I'm sure being around them, it helped open doors. I mean, you just don't know. We don't take them seriously, but they're making money. They're making money. They have stuff going on. And so that's why sometimes I look at them and they're like, really? You're really going to allow yourself to go and do all that? Okay. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, come back. Let me know how you feel about this video format.